blessings to my brothers and sisters. Thank you for hanging with me so far. This is week 3 of 4 of the fire process. This week is all about refinement. As the process continues, so does our growth. The refinement process is very essential with building onto our new foundation and investments. The process would not be possible if we do not refine these new additions to our life. I worked for a company called Correctional Industries, and throughout my time there, they were always looking to improve production. Eventually, they implemented this streamlining process called the lean mechanic. What this entailed was services of steps to improve the production levels and morale of the workers. One of the tools that stuck out to me most was a thing called the 5S Lean Practitioners Tool. This stood for sort, straight, sweep, standardize, and sustain. Each S was very important when it came to refining the way we ran our box plant. You see, sort meant that you had to really ask yourself what all is necessary in my workstation to be productive. You see, we have to sort out what is necessary in our lives to live a fulfilled one. This is tough because we as people like to hold on to things. I would see people make arguments about the things they felt they needed to be at their workstations, things that weren't necessary to complete their job, yet had a personal value to them. We tend to clutter our lives with so many things that we can sometimes be buried by them. We are choked out by our obsessions and clutter that we allow to build up in our space. And in order to be as productive as we want to be, we must sort it out. Once we sort it out, we straighten, but what's left? It's like the once over before you say, okay, everything that I find unnecessary in my life is gone. Now we organize everything we kept that is going to strengthen our foundation and protect our investment. You see, the sorting of our lives is so necessary because we can find ourselves with limited space to straighten our lives out if it's too cluttered. Now that we have sorted and straightened, it is time to sweep, which means throw all the clutter out. Don't store it up in another room. Completely get rid of it. You see, we are sometimes guarded by the things that we tend to allow clutter our lives. And if that is left ungathered and unremoved, we'll be choked out by the weeds that we allow to continuously grow in our lives. You see, we're kind of like a garden in that regard. When you clean out that garden, you remove the weeds from the garden because you want to minimize them seeding and regrowing. That's the same way with the clutter in our lives. We have to completely remove it or risk the consequences of it possibly coming back. The sweep step is crucial because it also breaks our dependence that we developed over this clutter. Just know people need to be swept also. If you have someone in your life that is cluttering your space and not allowing you to grow, they need to be swept also. Now, standardizing is developing a process that allows for you to keep your life in order. When we standardize our production floor, it allows for us to grow as co-workers and as a company. As you grow, you will be able to recognize when toxic things threaten your foundation and investment. This refining process prepares to identify that these and you will be able to pluck those weeds before their roots even set in. Standardizing means creating a plan to perfect yourself. The final step is sustain. Using your standardized plan, you can sustain your growth process and continuously build on your foundation and invest in it by filtering everything through your standard process. To keep water clean, it needs to be filtered or distilled. The same thing with our life. We must filter or distill everything we come in contact with. As you become more comfortable with this process, the easier it will get for you. As you go through life, run down your 5 S's, and it will help you stay on track and refine your foundation and investment. You see, once we begin to refine, we start becoming more polished, and that is the person we want to become. And when we become more polished in the person we want to become, we'll then be able to discern what needs to be added onto us and what needs to be destroyed from us. And this continuously grows as we get older, as we become wiser, as we come in contact with more and more people. Like I said in the previous week, not everybody gets to come with you when you create your new foundation, but those that add on to your foundation and those that want to protect your own investment. The greatest investment is yourself, so why not refine yourself as you move forward? So until we're able to really understand what it is that we value, we're going to still be stuck in just the investment phase. So you refine what you invest in, and you'll be able to move forward. Next week, we'll end the fire process with evolve. Until then, keep refining and 5S your life. Thank you. Peace.